So talk to me a little bit like inside your mind, because I sense from you that you're very service oriented. You're here to make a difference for others. Do you have a conversation, whether it's daily or weekly, where you're like, okay, I really want to serve and give back in this moment, but I'm depleted, or that is going to deplete me? Is that the kind of conversation that is going on in your mind at all times?
Yeah, I have a routine every day that works for me. And once I check off that box, I don't feel guilty anymore.
Okay.
Because, on Facebook, it's 12 million followers, right? And so my inbox literally, it's thousands and thousands of messages of people wanting help, wanting my time, right? And
do you answer them?
I do. And that's the thing, like, not all of them, but there was a point where I could answer everybody, right? But it was literally depleting me. Like, you're taking on all people's problems and it's draining.
Right.
It's draining. People don't understand that. And then it was a point where if I don't respond, it's like, oh, I knew you didn't care. And they used to break my heart because I'm like,
they fill in the blank.
I wish you knew that I just spent an hour responding to everybody else, but I didn't respond to them. And so in their mind, oh, you're not who you say you are. And it used to bother me so much because I'm like, man, all the things I give to my community and like the support, like I show up on lives and I literally I will do hikes for free and bring people. And I'm like, man. So I had to go down this journey and say, Trent, man, like you just spent an hour of helping people. You're not going to please everybody. You're not going to help everybody. There's always going to be somebody that you miss, somebody who feels a certain type of way. And you have to have a better foundation for your truth and how you feel about yourself. So for me, I'm going to serve every day at least 45 minutes in my inbox.
Perfect.
And once I do that, I check off that box. No matter what anybody says, I know what I did. So I have those slots in my life where as long as I do X, Y, Z, as I would call living purpose, that I'm satisfied for the day, no matter what somebody says, no matter how somebody feels. And so that's my measuring stick.
So it's like service hours.
There you go.
I think we all could create that, whether you're answering, millions of comments on Facebook or giving to everybody around you. I think you're onto something really interesting there, because you could set like, oh, I'm going to serve and give 2 hours out of the day.
There you go.
And whether it's going to help somebody or do something, and then the rest is going to be these blocked moments for myself.
There you go.
I really like that. And I can tell you from social media, it's so hard because you just want to answer everybody. You want to help everybody, and you can't. You just can't. So I admire that you even try for free.
I'll try. Yeah.
Okay, so,
it's definitely tough for sure.
Okay. You had another quote that I really, really loved. You had some really good one-liners. By the way, I am a highlighter when I read, and I pulled out my highlighter, and you can look at the book. I was like, I was highlighting everything. I'm like, ooh, that's good. Ooh, that's good. And then there was too many goods in your book that I had to go over and be like, oh my God. Okay. This was something that this phrase I really loved, which was, visionaries turn down the voices of everyone else. So explain what a visionary is, and then how the heck do you turn down the voice of everyone else in your brain?
Yeah, it takes a lot of practice. And that's why we talked about earlier, the nature for me is a place where I turn down the noise, because, everybody, not everybody, but some people think that they have the best intentions, right? They think that they know what's right for your life. Mm-hmm. And sometimes people are right. Sometimes people are way off. I mean, when I first started this, people told me that being a speaker, yeah, right. Like you don't look like one. You don't talk like one. Like you never you don't Toastmasters. Like you
didn't go to Toastmasters.
Yeah, I didn't do none of that stuff, right?
Either.
And so people have their own vision for you. And I understand that, and that's cool. But when you're a visionary is just a person that, has a vision, and whatever that vision may be, and you're locked into that vision. And the best way I illustrate this is it's almost like having prescription lenses, right? And your prescription lenses are uniquely designed for you. You go to the eye doctor, the optometrist, I learned how to say that. And you go to the eye doctor and you do all these tests, and they say, hey, this prescription is for you. And I had this moment, I always tell this story. I had this moment with Maria, my wife, and she's been wearing glasses forever. So her eyesight is she knows it's horrendous, right? And she knows. And my eyesight isn't always the best neither. But she has these glasses, right? And I put them on. I was like, oh my gosh, you're blind. You can't see nothing. And she like looked at me and like, they're my glasses. You're not supposed to see them.
Oh, so good.
And it hit me. I said, you just gave me something I feel like can shift so many people with vision. I was like, you're right. I'm not going to see clear because this prescription wasn't for me. And it's the same with your God-given vision that's been put on you. Nobody's going to see it. Most people won't see it, maybe a few people, but it's been given to you. And a lot of times what we do is we expect other people to see it. Like when we have an idea, what's the first thing most people do? They run to the people closest to them. They run to their friends and family. Now, your friends or family are visionaries and they're supportive. Yes, go do it. But oftentimes those people aren't going to understand it.
Yeah.
They're going to see you for who you used to be or who you are to them. So for a lot of people around me, I'm just a football player.